What's going on TikTok? Test. Yo. Let's make sure that y'all can hear me clear. Yo. All right, now I just need to get my chat up. Play me some cool little music.
Don't be so quick to walk away. Dance with me, I wanna rock your body. Please stay. Dance with me.
Yo.
You wanna play. Dance with me, just let me rock you till the break of day.
What's going on TikTok? Let's get the viewers in here.
Disrespect, I don't need no harm. Talk to me, boy. But I can't wait to have you in my heart. Talk to me, boy.
Hey Josiah,
'Cause you're taking too long.
can you bring me a water?
Talk to me, boy. That I'll have you naked.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome.
Don't be so quick to walk away. Dance with me, I wanna rock your body.
Hey, we in here.
Dance with me, you don't have to admit you wanna play.
You know, I'm always messing with something.
Just let me rock you.
Yo, welcome in, y'all. What's the deal? How y'all feeling? Hey, Jamie, what's the deal? What's the deal? Man, I see you in your trading videos, bro. I see you in your trading videos. I'm like, okay. I love that you're taking it serious, bro. Keep pushing. I'm gonna have to share your videos. The community got to jump in too. Got to share the videos. We all got to support each other. You're doing good, bro. Consistency. I mean, real talk, when I first started, I was only getting like 11 views. I wasn't able to go live because back then TikTok had a restriction of having 10K followers. It wasn't just 1,000, you had to have 10K. It was crazy. But I just kept being consistent. I was like 11 views, 10 views. Then one day it went to 100. Then one day it went to 200 views. Then it just started climbing, bro. I made so many videos. I actually still got them on my page. I just hid them from public, but you know, I mean, of course they got views now because when my page blew up, everybody went to go see all the views on my page, but just keep pushing, bro. I see you doing your trading and I think I love it. Anyway, you guys, if you don't know, I told you guys that I'm announcing that we're doing a complete, like, I want to resuscitate this. We're bringing this project up. We're going to have a run too. We're going to have our own bull run. And I bought in 1,000 the last time I was live. That day I bought 1,000 and I'm going to buy 1,000 more. And I want to try to get some, every time I make some good positive trades or get some extra money from the work I'm doing, I'm going to throw it into Livecoin. I'm trying my best to accumulate. Like I said I was going to do. It took me a little while to get back on my feet, but I want to accumulate majority of the project, you know. So I'm even going to orchestrate a buyback from Tyler, since he's still one of the biggest holders, and I'm gonna do a buyback from him, and we're gonna breathe new life into this thing. And I'm working on a multi-chain version of doing this now because there were some issues and things we had to overcome with trying to bring the vision to life with a coin that was non-mintable anymore. Of course, the coin being made on Pump Fund. So I'm still gonna have it to where you have to lock up a certain amount of the Lcot that you have, this one, and then you'll be earning the Lcot that's on the Casper network. And I'm gonna start making videos about that for people that wanna know what that is and what I've learned about it. So, but let's take a quick look at the market anyway, the crypto market. You know, there was a lot of hype. Everybody's waiting to see what happened with today and the ISO, ISO 2002 and 22, however you wanna say, everybody says it differently. But I mean, honestly, look, anybody that's been in crypto this long knows that it's always, you know, buy the rumors, sell the news type of thing. It's always. And that's why I was able to make so much money this week. Everybody's all hyped, waiting on this week, waiting on today. And I just know. I mean, that's what the people who have the biggest bags are doing. So you got to kind of follow the people with the bigger bags, the people who's putting in the larger amounts of money. You got to kind of follow them. And it's just the nature of the market. It's always been the nature of the market at least since I've been part of crypto, that if something's coming out or some announcement or people are waiting on some feature, they're going to buy it all up before that day, and then it's going to dump on that day. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. All of my trades, I closed all of my trades, all of them last night. Even though things were running up, I saw XLM. I closed my XLM trade at, I want to say 51, and I think it shot up a little bit higher before collapsing all the way down. It's at 43, and I was gonna short too. I was like, you know what, I might short, but I just got a little too busy, a little too carried away. I got the kids with me, and I like to be focused when I'm trading. So I made so much on it, I'm not really worried about it. Yes, I was leverage trading on Femix. I don't ever want to say how much I made. I'm in a really good position. I bought into, I did a trade on XRP. I got out at 293, I want to say. But I started my leverage trade at around, I want to say $2.40. So it was like a little bit ago. I was doing 25 leverage on XRP. I did 20 leverage on HBAR. I actually made the most money on HBAR because I already, I kind of had money, you know, like extra money sitting. I have 3 different accounts that I trade in, and I already had money in it, and I did it. And then I made a lot of money on XLM. I got in and out of that XLM like maybe 4 times because this is my stellar chart. And if you're looking at my chart, you'll notice I have a whole bunch of lines and a whole bunch of stuff going on. This is the daily chart. But look at how everything's correlated. Now, these are the same lines I was using to trade. Like, it's just the areas that people are likely to buy and sell at. And I was kind of using that to position myself when I re-entered trades. If it went back down and did a retest where I thought the good entry was, it might have slipped down a little bit. Where to put my stop loss, make sure I have enough money in there for it to breathe. Y'all, look, this goes way back. Like these are when I started the lines. And so I started these. Look, this is from 2021, and I was doing the most. I made the most of my money trading this on Coinbase. Actually, I was literally just buying in because I had so much of it. I already had it. I wasn't even doing any leverage back then. I had like $30,000-$40,000 that I already made, you know, on a lot of my other coins pumping on BTT and all that. And then I just started trading this. But you can see the areas I started it because I do it as array. Array means it starts from where I click in the line and it goes all the way across. Now look at this. This is from 2021. Look, these are just levels that I was tracking. And those same levels helped me make all the money that I made this last week. Like, look at some of these levels. And like the green, that's like my really, really good spot to buy. I'm buying in regardless. Then you got the darker gray lines, which I feel like have a little more influence over the price. And then the lighter gray lines, which I feel like has a little less influence over the price, but it's still there nevertheless. So it's like, it will probably break through. Like how this broke through, it actually went up very high. So yeah, look at this. This thing went up to 50. I literally jumped out. I jumped out just when it bounced up to 50. And I jumped out on a moving candle. Yo, we all here. What's going on? What's going on? But, oh yeah, I got you. I'm gonna send you that link. I'm going to send you that link. Hold on. Let me fix my headphones. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to send you that link, bro. But I mean, I wanted to bring this up because I don't like making significant moves and not being able to share it with my audience. And I wasn't always in the position to just be able to go live. But now I made it to where I don't have an excuse to go live anymore. I don't have an excuse. I literally hooked all this equipment up to my studio in my house. This studio is how I make my money. So I wanted to connect my computer. I'm running my audio through my studio now, finally. So now this is probably the most crisp you've heard me on my live, because obviously in the truck, I didn't do all that. I could have, but I didn't set it up like that. But now I have no excuse why I can't be live. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Jamie. I've been going absolutely crazy. I'm working on a new landing page for the updated features that I'm trying to put into Livecoin. I don't want to give up on the idea and or anything. Let me see, it's crisp as fuck. Almost as good as Tyler's live. Get out of here. I could do anything with mine. Mine is connected to my preset. I can go ahead and add all kinds of stuff. I can start singing, turn on the auto-tune and reverb and sound like I'm singing right in your ear. You know what I mean? Like I could talk low like this. I could do some ASMR because the way I have my, compressors and everything set up. And I could even yell at you guys and it won't go crazy. I can get hype and go crazy like I used to do in a truck. And it's still gonna sound just as good, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. The best audio on TikTok, let me tell you. Oh, for sure. Gotta be professional. Gotta be professional. I'm tired of seeing everybody with the same mics and the same equipment. Y'all don't know what I got going on over here. I literally have a $4,000 audio preamp. This is running through an Avalon, which is the industry standard for recording vocals. So I said I'm running my top equipment through this. Some equipment that I know people aren't using. What I use to record the artists that you guys hear. So I should sound excellent. I did a personal EQ specifically based on how this mic sounds and the way it picks up sound. I pretty much mixed. I did like a live mix to get my preset sounding good. So, and I know I can make it even better, but I wanted it to be, there's times when I'm going to talk to you guys like this. I'm going to want to be a little, chill. I want to make sure my dynamics was right. Got to show you all these videos I'm making and advertising. Let's do it. Look, let's face it. In crypto, you can't beat good advertisement. That's something that matters too. But also, I don't want Livecoin to be associated with meme coin. And I understand that, this coin was one of the first ones where people were like staying on stream all day and all that. And a lot of people got inspired by what we were doing here. And it just kind of took off and went into a whole bunch of mess. But that doesn't mean that that's where we got to be. I don't want to be remembered as the hype coin of that time and that we already had its course. No, I want to keep pushing forward. And, I know things got a little expensive with what we was working on. We're building when there was no extra revenue running through the project. People were holding. There's still some people that's never sold. And we still have thousands of holders. So I still think that there's an opportunity to take this to the next level. That's what I'm talking about. I love AI. We got to incorporate AI and to get our next leg up. We have to incorporate AI as far as our marketing and building content. I mean, it's pretty on point. It's pretty on point. What do y'all think about the music too? Is it too loud? I've been trying to find a good balance. To me, I like it. I did turn it up a little bit from the last live because I went to go listen to it. And some of you guys told me, hey, turn the music up a little bit more. But I don't want the music to be the main topic unless I'm not talking. In that case, I'll crank the music. Let's go. Thank you, Jamie. Y'all, let's go crazy. All the profits that I'm making from these trades, some of these projects I'm investing in, I'm going to use to inflate this project. And that's my promise. I'm doing really, really good. My portfolio did a whole 360. I've been able to get myself back on track. That's really what I wanted to do. I know I was a bit MIA, but I had to work. I had to get to the point where I can at least afford to buy into the thing that I'm talking to you guys about too. Participate with the community and buying. Sooner or later, we're gonna have so much liquidity. I'm gonna be doing my trades in Livecoin. I'm gonna be trading Livecoin too. But I want to get our bag up first. Let's go. We getting people in here. What's up, y'all? What's up? Tap in. Say something to me. Say something to me. Let's go. Y'all, do me a favor. I need everybody to go in here and double tap the screen. Let me get some likes in here, y'all. Let me get some likes. I'm putting maximum effort back into this. Hey, what's the deal? We are so back. Y'all, have y'all seen? When I was on live too, we had so many people buying in when I jumped on the live initially a day ago or 2 days ago. And yeah, for sure. I'm always be here. Dev Wallet didn't sell. Even when everybody lost faith and people got scared, Dev Wallet didn't sell. And you know what? I'm going to absolutely love. This is what I'm really going to love. I know that once the bull run is going crazy, money's going to pump in. I think Livecoin's also going to get a nice little shine. And then I'm going to take a lot of that profit. And instead of reinvesting it back into some other projects, I'm going to use that money to actually take this project to the level that I need it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally over here. I've downloaded Visual Code Studio. I got my AI working, and I got everything I need to build as much as I can on my own, and then use the money I'm making to hire a team to do development so we can pass audits and make partnerships. We can't even think about partnerships without getting software audited and making sure security and that this thing works. And even the way the coins are going to be minted. So the reason why I'm going to do Caspa is, one, I believe in the network, but two, so this is going to be a multi-chain type situation. You're still going to log in the way you used to log in, and you're still going to, let me know when you hire. I will, Jamie, I really will. I really genuinely will, bro. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to be in position to be able to do. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm very appreciative for everything you've done. I mean, you are a major part in the project. And that's another thing too. I wanted to announce to y'all, look, this is very much your project as it is mine. I'm removing the idea of CEO, CFO, and all that. There's none of that. The project belongs to everybody. And then me, the way I'm about to do this is our project. If somebody wanted to develop a whole different idea and wanted to purchase up some coins or integrate how people can use these coins and what these coins do, I want the live coin to be the coin that's held by the community, and then there to be the live coin on Caspa is going to be where, you know, what people are rewarded in and what they're earning and mining. I really want it to be mined. I don't want all the coins to be out full circulation yet. I want there to be a fixed supply, and the supply is minted as people are going live. You get what I'm saying? And then, so the way I'm about to do this is I'm about to flip it right on its head without destroying what we've already built, without people having to rebuy in or anything of that nature. It's about to be crazy. And I've been doing hella research. I haven't even told Jamie yet. You see, he's saying nice. I haven't told Jamie. I haven't told Tyler. I maybe mentioned a little bit to Tyler, you know, because Tyler is very persistent. He's going to call you. He's going to be like, Austin, you go and talk to me. I don't give a damn. That man was consistent. I said, look, bro, I promise you I'm working on something big. Look, I don't care if I'm the last person in this project and we got to start from ground up. I don't care. I don't care. I believe in this. And I'm going to build it, and it's going to have the biggest comeback ever. Like 2 million, 2.5 million that we went to, that we did that. But that is nothing. That's nothing. You know what I mean? I want the long game. We still are under a year. We still haven't been around for a year. There are things and projects that took multiple years to go off, but I want it to be a community effort. And once they see what I'm implementing and how this can be that, you know what I mean? And making this more for the people. Like if it's a community token, how is there a CEO? You get what I'm saying? How is there a CEO, a CTO, and all? Like none of that. That's out of here. New structure. We're all CEOs. You know what I mean? You want more control, more governance. You're gonna own more tokens. You want more stake in the project, then there you go. You want more say so, buy more tokens. And then I want to buy as much as I can too to further get more wallets. I don't want there to be a top percentage. You know what I mean? I don't want the top 20 to be like 60-70% of the tokens to be held by the top 20 wallets or anything. I'm done with that. And I'm going to see to it myself by buying and redistributing. So I'm going to invest a large amount of money into this, not even looking for the initial investment off of this. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm putting some of my trade assets in it, because it's like, hey, I just made this money. You know what I mean? So yeah, look for me. I'm going to let you guys know when I'm doing another buy-in, another 1,000 coming right in, I'm going to let you guys know. I'm just going to announce it in the Discord. So y'all got to pay attention to the Discord. Y'all don't even know. It might be in 5 minutes from now. It might be tomorrow morning, but it's definitely going to happen before tomorrow is over. So if you guys want to be a part of that and see what I'm doing with that, you're just going to see a message and you're going to see the buy. I'm going to say, look at the charts. That's all I'm going to say. Look at the charts. And there's going to be yet another 1,000 going in from the dev wallet. Let's go. And you guys know my dedication. You know what I mean? Now it's going to make me responsible as far as like if people are worried about a giant dump or anything coming in, my wallet's going to be the most watched wallet in this project. So let's go. I'm glad to see that we're growing too. We were actually making some good motion. Some people came back in, just seeing me on live. People were like, okay, he's back. I'm dumping into this and I love it. But y'all, look, I appreciate you guys. You guys have to do me a favor. When I get into this, double tap, like, share, help me get my mojo back on this, because I know, I hit a lot of strikes with TikTok initially, you know what I mean? And I since kind of scaled back to make sure I'm not saying the wrong things, doing the wrong things, not playing music I shouldn't be playing, and then I'm gonna up my quality every time. Been doing my best. I know, bro, you've been holding it down. What's up, y'all? Y'all coming in? Y'all not at least gonna say hi? I mean, damn, say something. What's up? Say hi. Say whatever. I don't care what you gotta say. Sheesh, at least try to acknowledge me a little. Something. Come on, y'all. What's going on? How's everybody? Morning, night, wherever y'all from? Come on. Oh my God. Look, I love the keyboard warriors. Those are my favorite. It's usually some kid that's probably, younger than my oldest. Cause bro, you have come a long way since last year. Oh, I have? Or what? You talking about quality or what? What's going on? Yeah, you was watching me last year too? What's going on? Hold on, let me bring up I gotta bring up my live stream on my TikTok. I'm on my phone too because I like to see, make sure that everything's good, quality's right. Then you guys, I don't know if you guys saw my post, but I got a Casper node running, and the reason why I want my own node is because I'm gonna be doing a lot of testing on the test net, make sure everything's solid, and then when I start to hire developers, it's still gonna be running on the test net. I want everything to be running through my node so I can make sure everything's good and clean before I put things on mainnet. And then also I want to support the network. So if you guys don't know what Casper is, go do your research on that. I put a rack in already. I'm going to put another rack in. But yeah, look, I'm going to show you my buy-in. It was like a couple of days ago. No, there it is. Wait, that's not it. There it is. I mean, it was like I had fees and stuff, so I had to like swap it, or I had to buy some and swap it. Or no, actually, I think I swapped some coins I had and then sent to Coinbase and then sent it again. And Coinbase, man, I don't know why Coinbase is so freaking expensive. But after the fees and me swapping it, and then whatever swap fees I paid on this, it went down to $9.40. But it is what it is. This is it right here. So that was 3 days ago. But there it is. That's my buy-in, and I'm going to do it again. And then since then we had a lot more other buy-ins, which I'm happy about. But yeah, it's going to be a real grind. I'm trying to take it to the next level. I don't want anything stopping us. Everything, yes, I was there when you dropped the coin. I remember when you went to sleep on night. Man, I appreciate that. I feel like I started a little trend there. Because after that, I just started seeing them pop up. It was just so organic. I haven't been live in a long time. I jumped on live. It was a vibe. And then I was like, let's just make a coin. Let me show you guys, and I was like, let's make this our coin. I only bought a little. My initial investment was only $200. Everybody else that came in was investing way more than me. It was crazy, but then I started piling in. After I said, I'm gonna wait till we graduate, because a lot of people, as soon as they graduate, they plummeted straight to the floor. I said, I'm gonna wait. And then I started buying more, like at levels when it was going up. I didn't want to be buying bottoms. I was trying to buy it to support the price on the rise. And I remember it just taking off. I'm like, what the? We graduated and exploded. And then Tyler came through with we had somebody named Mike that did a big buy, and he sold out. And then that's when Tyler came in like, whoop. Nah, bro, no such thing as too much, bro. Everything is, what you put out in the world always comes back to you. Always comes back to you. That's why I make sure I'm always in good spirit. I always make sure that I just want to lead by example. I don't want any bad choices that I make, karma to come back on my family, on my children. I got 3 children, you know what I mean? So I feel like even if that energy, if I put out bad energy to the world and it doesn't hit me, it's going to eventually come down the line. And that's just my belief. Again, I don't expect anybody to believe what I believe, but that's just my thoughts. And then I was just always raised to treat other people how you want to be treated. I'm not walking around acting like I'm Mr. Perfect, but I definitely don't have ill intentions with the way I move, because I don't want anybody having no ill intentions with me. And while that's, it's inevitable, it's going to happen, the less of it that, or me not putting it in the air, for like, it's just going to come back to me. That good grace is going to come back to me. So where something might be a shitty situation for me, there's going to be something else that fixes it way, way, way more, Like, I could look at it like I lost money too. I watched my bags pump up so much. And believe me, I didn't have all the money. Like, I could have used that money a lot. I was grinding like a dog, doing my sessions and all that, and still trying to go live and losing my voice every day. The truck wasn't the most comfortable place to sleep, but the hype was real, and I didn't swoop in and take profits. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I could have, and it is what it is. I feel like me being genuine to what I say and what I'm gonna do, and me staying consistent is gonna pay off in the long run. So that's the way I look at it. I mean, you mentioned what you invested. I'm pretty sure that, like I said, I want to do a buyback anyway. So, if you're looking forward to having your money back, just be a little patient with me. I'll buy that off you. I'm gonna buy that whole stack off you. So stick around. See, man, you Tyler, you got my number. You can reach me. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna grow this back. I spent a lot of time even growing my page. You know, my page used to be a lot more lit before Livecoin. I used to go live and probably at least 300-400 people off the rip in my live. You know, while I'm talking about, I mean, Jamie knows. He used to be, you know, he was there. Jamie knew me from back in 2020, and you know, and yeah, my page used to be a lot more active. Even when I made Livecoin, there was like a few people, and then it jumped up to like 300-400 people, like it normally do. And then the coin went viral, and I started having hundreds. It went up to 1,000, and you know. But after, yeah, back when I was Angry Advisor, exactly. Angry Advisor, I was lit. My live was better than my videos, and a lot of my videos went over 300-400,000 views and all. So, you know, but ever since they started doing a crackdown on crypto on my content, and then me getting these little bans and strikes, I've never had that on my account until Livecoin. You know what I mean? So this is like, I feel like I'm starting over from scratch, and I don't mind it. You know what I mean? Only getting a couple of viewers in at a time and all that. I feel like it is definitely a start over from scratch, but I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Hey, you remember my slogan? Now go invest in something. I'll say that at the end of my videos and the end of my live. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Now go invest in something. What, you mad because I got in this before you? Yeah, I remember Mr. Angry Advisor. I'll never forget that. Let me see, the market is slowly coming back, bro. Then you be back on live. There's a guy. Oh, for sure. I told y'all I was coming back. I just needed some time, y'all. It got so bad for me. You know what I mean? A lot has happened. You know, like, you know, my kids live with me now. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? How you feeling? The crew is coming back. What's going on? Let's go. The people are here. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal? How y'all really feeling? Let's go. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's about to, whew, I feel it in my veins. And it's an optimal position too. That's another thing. Thank you, bro. Thank you. It's a team move. Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? People are recognizing me too, y'all. I went into somebody else's live. They was like, "Hey, it's that guy that made the Livecoin. Where you been?" I'm like, "Dang, they just remember me as the guy that made Livecoin now." I've been good. I've been getting back on my feet. Everything is smooth now. You know, it's summertime. I'm getting my kids a lot more, so I'm happy to have my kids. You know, everything. Thanks, and y'all, I want to say thanks for the gifts. I know I haven't said that on the live yet because I'm on a computer and it's not showing me, but I'm just noticing the top viewer coins and all that. I think those are gifters. If anybody's been gifting and I didn't say thank you, I'm saying it now. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Definitely good to see you back. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. It seems like I'm more losing voice, you know, because when the hype come in, you guys know I get too hype. Y'all know I get too hype. I start screaming. I lose my voice. I remember I was in there like, oh y'all, eat, eat, buy Livecoin, let's eat. With the Livecoin theme song in the back. LCOT. I'm like, eat. I'm in there dancing. I'm gonna make a shirt. It's gonna say eat, and it's gonna have the Livecoin. I'm gonna have the exclamation points on it. So it's gonna say eat in big, bold, capital letters, and then like 3 or 4 exclamation points. And it's gonna have the Livecoin on the back. And only the ones that was there for the time is gonna be a shirt that makes you reminisce about those times. You get what I'm saying? So it's gonna really be special to those who was a part of it that knows exactly what it means. Man, losing my voice, I was out of here. I was up 12 hours and I'm talking to God. I'm like, I got a session in the morning, but I'm up with you guys. Laying down for like an hour and then couldn't sleep. Back up on the live, having a conversation. Putting my BRB on the screen while I go get some nasty freaking Carl's Jr. No, sir. Nah, doing it. See, that's one of the things I like doing a live at my house. I can cook. Like I just grilled some burgers for my kids and I, you know what I'm saying? And that was great. I told them I'm gonna be on live for a little bit. Then I'm gonna go down there, the fire pit. We're gonna eat some s'mores and shoot, I want to go back on the live stream, you know? But yeah, that kind of stuff. Y'all, it's about to get wild. I hope you guys know that. It's time. It's that time. Yo, what's up? Devanya, what's the deal? What's the deal? Yeah, I'm gonna make people regret dropping out of this project. I genuinely feel that. I'm gonna make people regret it. And you know what? The people that have been a part of this journey this whole time, the people that know me being back is a big deal, I'm gonna make sure that I live up to that promise. I'm gonna make sure of it. Hey, let's go, y'all. Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Can I get some likes coming in? Just been sitting back. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Tyler, for the gifts. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all see me stepping up with quality. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm gonna be the real Crypto Kai. The whole thing was just start live streaming. I make the money like I want to. I'm just gonna take a break from music and just live stream every day. The money, the position I'm setting myself up for in my crypto holds and my stash, and the amount that's been moving and the success I've been having with the trades and everything, y'all, I really genuinely feel like I might as well just try it. Just start live streaming, make that my job. Like I'd start doing it like every day, you know, like the way I work my sessions. 8-hour sessions, I just put that time into streaming just every day and be the real Crypto Kai. I got to see how you do filming. I got you. I'm gonna do it on live. I'm gonna start doing everything on live. I got you. Yo, Burton, thank you so much for all the lightning bolts. I appreciate it. Let's go. Started day trading, so now I see you back. So I'm definitely investing more in that. You just can't make it up. Y'all, the community is happy. Hey, y'all making me feel warm. Like, y'all happy to see me. I feel like y'all been waiting on me specifically. What's going on? Come on, what's that, Paul? We got Paul here. I don't know how to pronounce some of these names. Steven from Elizabeth. Like, what's going on? Y'all say something in the comments. How y'all doing? Thanks for being in my live stream. Come on, let's go. Welcome in. This is the community. Jordan, what's going on, y'all? What's the deal? So what's up? Y'all want me to try to be the Crypto Kai or what? Is that gonna be my push? Y'all gonna help me? Y'all gonna watch me at least? Y'all gonna come like, well, we gotta support him. We gotta support him. He's about to give it his all. We gotta support him. Am I about to be, because you know, I did think about this too. If I just blow up, Livecoin is gonna go insane. And I did think of that. I was like, you know what? I gotta believe in myself too. It's not just working and using all these strategies to build the project, but I could be also using this, you know, I could be, you know, building myself up too. Let me see. Tyler's held the fort down like absolute ball. Yeah, he did. I said that to him. Holding it down, man. I seen him live all the time. I'll be in a session and open it up just to see, and he was doing it. He was on live, bro. And there's 3 pieces of legislations that are passed. Yeah, I already know. Crypto Week. I've been paying attention to that. Do you need to verify your identity on Femex? Okay, so apparently if I share, I haven't tried it yet because the people that are on Femex with me have been on Femex since 2020, and before you could just sign up. If you try to sign up now, it's going to give you an issue. But if you do a referral link, so if I share you my referral link, apparently it's supposed to get you in. There was a YouTuber that I seen that was just doing it, and I was like, oh, so you have to use the referral to get in. And if that doesn't work, the same strategies and the same setup that I use on Femex also works on BitFi. And I'm happy to show you guys how to set that up too. And I know that one works. But I've been a part of Femex since 2020 because I burned out a lot of other exchanges. Like I destroyed BitMEX. I pulled out, like that was my first time being super profitable trading. I told you guys my story. I was pulling out hundreds of thousands, and then they just said, hey, your account is based in the US and we need to close it, while I was trying to withdraw my last big sum of money, and they kept that money too. Still, I wish to this day I can get that money back. That hurt me so bad. I was almost discouraged from trading. Even Forex, the Forex, I'm banned on their account because they did something I was supposed to verify, which I think is absolute BS. I just think I pulled out a little way too much money. Because when I trade and I make my money, so for example, I like to keep 2,000 minimum in my account. So if I make a trade that makes me 8K, I'm pulling it all out immediately and leaving just the 2,000. And I keep doing that. So over time, I'm pulling out. When you look at my withdrawals and it starts to add up like 150,000, 200,000, they start getting like, hold on, who's this guy pulling all this money off our exchange? Because they want you to keep trading. You know, first off, they make money on those trade fees, so they prefer you to make a lot of trades, and then they prefer you to fuck around and lose some money, so you keep trying to make money, so you can keep losing some money, so you can keep. They want you to make as many trades as possible, and you know, I like to get into. I have rules that I set that my strategy. So here's something that I try to tell everybody, but I feel like I can explain it a little better now. You guys, everybody has their own strategy. So people that trade, sometimes your strategy might work and mine might not. And sometimes, you know, my strategy might be going and yours might not. You know, depending on your strategy, you have your time to shine in the market, just like there's cycles in the market. So if your strategy is working and you like, damn, it's 80%, I'm winning. If I take 10 trades, I'm winning 8 of them. There's going to be a time when that don't work. You get what I'm saying? Because strategies are usually, you know, they're only for a specific set of rules. You got to have a certain set of rules, you know, for your strategy. Holy crap. What is that? Did somebody just do, what is that? Oh, I thought something else just happened. I thought somebody bought a big chunk of Lcot. But anyway, yeah. So there's like, I know when my strategy is working, I'm running it. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep going and I'm keep withdrawing too. I put my money. So even if I blow my bag, it's like, yeah, I blew that 2,000, but I made 12,000 or you know what I mean? So I look at it and I take what I end up blowing on that last trade if I blow it or if I get close to blowing it, and then I will just deduct that. So if I'm like, all right, I made 12,000 this week, but then I blew that 2,000 that I had left in there, so I made 10,000. You get what I'm saying? But you got to be able to take the profits. And when they see people have a strong consistency with taking profits, you know, they start looking at you like, oh, yeah. So that's another thing too. Make your trades worth it. So I want to trade live again. I've done it before. Back when Jamie met me, after the run was going, I started shorting the market. I got out of helium. I sold my helium miners right there on my live stream for anybody that want, because people are like, oh, you're going to get out? You think it's going to recover? And I'm like, nah, I'm getting out. And I ended up selling the top of helium. Somebody bought both my miners on my live stream. He hit me up. He DM'd me. As soon as I got off the live stream, I hit him up for the stuff. And they got my miners. They bought my helium miners. And then somebody bought my, I think it was called Match X. They traded me an iPad for it. I was like, you know what? It's okay. You know, if you want it that bad. It was like, oh, dude, I got an iPad Pro and I don't use it. And it was like the new iPad that just came out. And I was like, all right, whatever. You want it that bad. So I traded it. And, you know, I was just moving how I needed to move. And then I just went to straight trading. Because when that run is over, you're not going to get that same volatility you need to be making the amount of trades I was making. Like I was making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on a trade that I held for an hour. You know what I mean? That only happens when the market's that liquid. Things are going crazy. You know what I mean? Just that parabolic phase. That's how I was able to make all the money, you know, this last week, you know, because people it just was going crazy because there's big news. Everybody's talking about this crypto week, and I knew what coins to trade. I knew to trade HBAR. I knew to trade XLM. I was trading up for sure, especially when that first run up made me all that money. That's the video that's on my page. You know what I mean? You saw how much money I made on just that one trade, 3,500, just waking up on a trade that I placed earlier that night. You know what I'm saying? And then I knew to trade XRP. You know what to trade. You see the hype. The liquid is there. You know what I mean? Wait for your conditions to be met. Go down to like the 5 minutes or something. Wait for like a retest or a bounce off of one of your EMA lines or some sort of cross. Whatever your rules are, get in that thing. Then look for the level that price is likely to react. And usually the price, like you can go to the 5 minutes and see a whole bunch of reaction at that level. Even if you don't have those levels marked on your chart, then you mark it. If I see like it's been going in 5 minutes and you've been having long green candles, and then you in the 5 minutes and this thing is playing at this range, even got a couple of wicks like it tried to go up but failed, I'm out of that trade. And you know what happens? Thing retraces. You can use a fib if you want to, but I think when things are super parabolic, you just kind of got to ride the wave and then see. You'll see it dip down, start to get supported. You'll see an engulfing candle. Like if it's an uptrend or a downtrend, a super strong trend, I love using the engulfing candles. That's when the engulfing candles are everything to me. With strong trends, on a weak trend or some sideways action, you get engulfing candles, you know, a lot. But not when you're in that strong trend. When you get that strong trend and you get that pullback and then you get that, it goes up and it closes way higher in the direction of the trend, I'm in it. I'm back. I'm back in that trade. I don't care. Back in it. Stop loss goes below that area, that swing low, below that wick. And I'm riding that motherfucker up. And then money again, y'all. You just can't make it up. It took me time to understand and to kind of get that, to work that into my strategy. But I got to the point where I was making courses in 2021 because so many people was asking, like after I started trading, that's when I made the course. When I went from buying and talking about the coins to actually trading on live, and my DMs were fluffy and I couldn't talk to everybody at once, I was like, I'm just gonna spend, it took me like 2 weeks to make a course. There was no AI, or at least not that I knew of at the time. There was nothing. I just said I was on Canva making the graphics hand by hand. I was rematching the chart conditions and screenshotting my trades and using that to try to build a course to show you guys what I see. Because if I'm winning, I want y'all to win too. You guys know my motto is I want to win with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody's going to agree with my strategies, but I haven't worked really. I mean, besides my music, that's my own business that I built to help me out when I feel like the market's not really liquid to trade, but I haven't really had to, I was working before. I haven't really had to work a job since 2017. I just run my own music business and I set sessions whenever I want. And that helps me stay afloat when trading conditions are not met. Other than that, that's that. I got a 96 cents. That's a good, 96 cents is really good. But yeah, you guys, I really want to get back into that mode of kind of coaching you guys and showing you what I'm doing. I mean, whether you just want to copy trade or compare it to your trade or, whatever, I'm going to keep doing what works for me. And this works every time. It's been working every time. I have a sweet spot that my strategy is just super sweet and it works all the time. And I run it up and I'm heavy handed when I see it start to work back to back. And then when it stops working, I start shying away from it a little. I'll even paper trade a little until my strategy starts to win in the paper trade. And then when that started working, it's like that again. And that's just my trading bag. Then I got my holding bag. I got my stash. I showed you guys my stash. It has changed since then, but this is my stash. And I'll read it because I know it's probably small on y'all screens. But of course, Bitcoin, Litecoin's at the very top, but they stopped tracking it. Right here, we need more liquidity in order for them to track it on TradingView. But we'll get there again. Bitcoin, Ethereum, HBAR, my second biggest holding. You guys know I still believe in it, even with everything they're doing with AI and I feel like their narrative and where they're going with real world assets and everything. HBAR is in the right direction, and I feel like this next run is going to be about utility coins because clarity is coming in, which is what we all after this week, and we got the right clarity. We're going to know which projects are it and not. You know what I mean? And we're just gonna kind of know. It's gonna set off a lot of these projects. We're gonna finally have a real utility run. But anyway, HBAR, I'm in there. I'm a dolphin. Let's just say that I'm a dolphin. Then we got XRP. I've been taking profits. I'm not gonna lie to you. I took some more profits out of it. Caspa, my number one holding, is low, and that's great. It didn't move with the others, and that's great. I feel like once smart contracts and everything come out and the demand increases, this is going to skyrocket. Let's just say if this thing even go to just $1, it ran up to 20 cents already to this thing, but I think in the hype of everything, it will make it. But very strong community. I believe in it. It's one of the only ones that I ever decided to run a node for. So I'm running my first node, which I showed you guys today, and I'm going to base Livecoin off of this. It's the fastest proof of work. It's like Bitcoin. It's like the original dream of Bitcoin, but with the capabilities of Ethereum at the speed of HBAR. It's crazy. But Caspa, y'all, if y'all haven't heard of it, y'all need to do your research. I am a Caspa maxi now. It is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for tech. That's why I fell for HBAR when I did. I didn't care about price action. I actually got into HBAR after the price action, not before it. I got in after because I'm a sucker for tech. And then Stellar, of course. I still love Stellar, and it's one of my top traded coins. I trade it all the time. It is the most traded coin I have. And then, of course, I'm still holding a stash of it. Solana, I still think it has a lot of room to grow. I think Solana can low-key run up and do what like B&B did. I can see Solana running up to like $600-700 type thing. I really genuinely see that. I recently got into Say. I'm still diving into a lot of research into it and what they're wanting to do, but I feel like this is also going to be a solid tech and something that's going to try to compete with Solana actually. And it's actually up. I'm actually holding a decent amount. I'm actually up on this quite a bit. VeChain, I have not been stacking lately. It is what it is. Am I still holding it? Yes, I'm holding it from initially under a cent. So I'm still in profits on the holdings that I bought pre-2021. And then Gala, which I've been trading because I lost a lot of money in Gala. Gala was one of those ones I bought on the way down, expecting to recover, and it just fell more and more and more. This is the definition of catching the falling knife, and I wanted to believe in it. I was playing the games. I was into it. Gala Music, I was trying to figure out a way to get the artists that I was working with in the music industry to go and do it, and it just didn't happen that way. As a matter of fact, I just went to some meeting that one of the artists I work with had me go to this. It was like an all-girls meeting, but he went to go support, and they were partnering. They did this little partnership with Gala Music, and I was like, I didn't even know they're still doing that. I don't even know Gala Music was still a thing, but you know, there was like different branches of Gala. There was the gaming, the music, the theater, and all that stuff. And I don't know. Again, this is one of my shameful. This is the most shameful part of my bag. And I'm not talking bad about it or anybody that believe in it or in all that, but I am definitely not following development anymore. It's just there at this point, and I have made some money back just by simply trading it. That's why you see some of these lines. This is the area that I like to short it or close my trade. So if I got in anything lower than this, I'm almost always going to close my trade. Like even this big run up, I did not get that. I got out right here. I'm gonna always get out right there. I don't care. These lines are like my area. So if I was paying attention to this would be a short for me, you know. But yeah, you guys, this is my stash. This is my stash. But Caspa's, that's my long-term hold. Just like I've been holding H-bar for a while. I mean, I was in H-bar when it had jumped up to, well, it fell all the way down, then it did its run-ups. I got into the Sauce token when they launched Saucer Swap and they first opened up DeFi, which enabled them to even tokenize real-world assets and all that. Saucer Swap. I got into their NFT, H-bar. What was it? Hangry Barboons. I did a lot with H-bar. I made a lot of money on it too. So even though it was coming down, people don't realize you can make money even when it's coming down too. Whether you're doing shorts or whether you're investing in parts of the system. The first meme coin that went viral on H-bar was called Growth. I made a video about that when I bought in around 3 cents. Then I made another video around 15 cents. Those videos are still on my page. If I'm not mistaken, they're still there. I was in Texas at this time. That thing went up to $1.80. And you know what's crazy? I actually got out before that. Not because I wasn't believing in it anymore. I actually was accumulating when it fell all the way down to 5 cents. I got into it. I tried to get my family into it. They're like, it was, you know, it's a bear market. Nobody's buying anything really. And then the end of, or the beginning of, was that the beginning of 2024? I want to say the beginning of 2024 or sometime in 2024. I got to go look at it again. That thing went up to $1.80 and I got out at like 60 cents. I mean, I made a lot of money because I got in at 5 cents and I was heavy handed because I transferred some of the money I had in Sauce because Growth went down and Sauce token went up, and something happened with Sauce where they went up, and I take profits. It's just what I do. I move money around. I compound. So I took that money and I moved it over to stablecoin, and then I bought back in, put my money on Saucer Swap, and then I bought more Growth at 5 cents. Growth went up to 60 cents, and I was like, yo, this is a lot of money. I'm out of here. Literally days later, went up to 80. Then it went up to 90. I'm like, it's going to stop. It's going to have to come back, and I'll maybe ride the wave up again. Nope. Went all the way up to $1, then $1.15. I was like, yo. Then it kept going. I was like, I'm not getting in on this. I don't know when it's going to fall. It's probably going to fall, but these are ways that I made money in the bear market and when things was falling, because you could tell a good project by their strong development in the bear market. You know what I mean? If they're run on straight hype, they're not going to get anything accomplished in the bear market if they're not really building anything. So if you want to invest in a long-term project, look at what they're doing when the hype is not there. Look at what they're really, really doing. And H-Bar is doing a lot. I feel like it's an infrastructure project for sure. For sure. Oh yeah, my kids are texting me. I was only supposed to be live for 30 minutes. Here I am sitting with you guys for 50. But oh yeah. Okay. But I'm gonna go do s'mores with my kids. I bought the little wooden log for my fire pit. We're gonna sit outside and chill in the nice summer night, I should say. Cool little breeze, and I promised them some time because I've been working hard lately, and I don't want them to feel neglected this summer. So appreciate everybody that's been on this live with me. Appreciate you guys bearing with me as I get my engine started up to be live. And you see my setup, you see I'm not playing. I have no excuse not to be live. So if you guys can interact with my content like the old days, just help me push it, share my latest videos, whatever, leave comments, show some love. And y'all, if you're not following, go ahead and give me the follow. Go ahead and give me the follow. I'm gonna answer your questions. I'm gonna tell you guys what I do. I like to do technical analysis for my work. And yeah, you know, Lcot to the moon. Oh, we got another buy-in right here, look. 223. We actually got another buy-in since I've been on this live. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, we are coming back. We are already coming back. Like, look at this. Hold on. Yeah. Already up 76%. I mean, I don't think people realize that is a lot. Even if people wanted to jump in and trade this, we're actually starting to move up, and I haven't even gotten the full traction back yet. I haven't even made a video saying, y'all, we back. And y'all better lock and load, because anybody that gets in at the bottom, anybody that felt mad about getting in at the top and have this opportunity to get in at the bottom while I'm about to start these engines back up, you're really gonna be mad when you see this thing make its way back up to the million. Really gonna be mad. Really gonna be mad. So if that's you, if you're sitting on the sidelines and you're interested and you wanna see what we're about to do, we're about to bring the original live coin back to life. No new tokens, no weird stuff. Dev still never sold, i.e. me. This is called live coin. For those that don't know, like you see it says right here, look up Lcot. If you have the Phantom wallet, which is where everybody's been buying those memes and doing all that, this is where you get it, Lcot. And look at this, we're already up 76%. So even if you want to look at the people that put in 3 days ago when I jumped on that live, it's just to see how much they're up from when they got in. That's a 27%. That's what some of these coins were doing in the 3 days that was passing. So that's already a lot. So even for people that want to trade, we welcome all that. Everybody, if you don't want to be a holder and you want to trade it, you can do that too. But we're about to get the liquidity pumped back into this. And the best way to do that is to get the volume back surging. Get the volume back surging. So as you guys are buying in, whatever you want to do, let's eat. It's time to get back to it. It's time to eat. I hope y'all hungry. Anyway, I love this, y'all. This has been days of green. And like I said, up 76%, about to be up 100% in a minute. About to be up 100%. That's how we do it. That's community strong. And you know my 1,000 is going to contribute to that tomorrow. So yes, I'm letting you guys know I am throwing 1,000 in. Track the dev wallet. I'll put my wallet up. And it's time. It's time to go back. It's time to wake everybody back up. And you know, when people see this, they're going to be like, there's no way that coin's still around. There's no way that coin's back live. There's no way. That's what they're gonna say. I promise you. They're gonna lose their freaking minds. It's gonna make people jump back in. It's gonna trigger some super explosion just because you know, people love hype and stuff. But anyway, you guys, look, follow me if you're not following me. If you got questions, I answer DMs. Let's eat. Let's eat. I'm about to go hang with my kids, and if I can get back on live tonight, I will. If my kids take up my time, that's what they do. And you know, love my kids, so I'll have to see you guys tomorrow if that's what it is. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Look at that. Another little small buy-in. I love it. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all, you just can't make it up. You can't make it up. Look, y'all, we going. We going. We getting the original live coin back off the ground. I cannot wait till the other communities see this, y'all. I can't. I feel proud. I feel proud. I'm back. We back. Let's eat. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. I'll see y'all either later tonight or tomorrow. Let's go. Make sure y'all share my content. Go like, share my video, and the live coin video is coming out tomorrow. And tomorrow I do a random $1,000 buy. And I'm saying random because I don't want somebody to try to time it, snipe it. I'm just going to jump in. If you're in the Discord, you're going to know. I'm just gonna be like, check the chart. That's all I'm gonna put. Anyway, you guys, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all. Peace. Go invest in something.